Hi, David. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. I can hear you. Bright and loud. Loud and bright. We're good. Let's have some music. How about that?
There.
Hey, for those of you who are joining us, say hello in the chat window and tell us where you're watching from. Yeah, not just the Philippines, but like what part of the Philippines? That's what we want to know. Yes. Let's see. Well, I'm trying to get us some music here. Let's see if I can figure this out.
Hi, Jem. Hi, Reina, Grace, Antonio, Cheer, Huishan from Kuala Lumpur. Hi, Dave. I don't think I can hear you. Is it just me?
You want it up louder? Or you want it softer?
Hold on. Oh, it's me. Hold on. I'm having tech issues.
Oh, they can hear the music. Okay, good. Hey, we thought we'd start out with a little music just to get things going here. You guys, if you don't realize it, here where I'm at in Southern California, it is currently 2 a.m.
Yes,
1:59 a.m. actually.
We should get your tequila out already and have some shots. I'm just kidding.
I actually, believe it or not, 15 minutes ago was asleep right here because I didn't want to wake my wife up getting up, you know. Hey, all right, we're going to have a little change of music here as we're getting started. Let's see. We got some people coming in with us.
Yeah.
We had over 600 people sign up for this, Maine.
Yeah, oh my God, I'm so excited.
And we have 92 attending right now. Let's get that up to 100. Like, come on, tell your friends. Get in here now.
I can see some comments from Caloocan City watching. Hi, Clarice.
Call them out. Say where are they from.
You have so much energy for 2 a.m., David. Jenilyn mentioned.
Come on, man. Let's get some dancing going.
Go, Dave. Hi, North Kuala Lumpur. Hi, Isidro Isabella. Hi, Ella. Thank you so much for joining. Princess Micah from Binyan City, Laguna. Hello, joining from Las Piñas and from Cebu for Emari.
Clarice, I am not a promising dancer. It is not good. It's not happening. I saw somebody was breastfeeding about now. What the heck? Watching us. I love it. Bring all your stuff. All right. Hey, we're up to 106, 107. Good.
Hi.
It is great to have all of you. Let's see. We've got Reina, Grace, Antonio, Shirag, Amari, Nicole, Najon, Sheila, Jim, Gabriel. So many great people here. Francis, Jessica, Bianca, Grace. Oh, so much good action here. Come on. Oh, how can you not dance to this song, man?
Oh, my baby's listening to your voices too. Hi, baby of Clarice. Hello. Hi, Clarice from QC. Yes. A lot of QC people here. I'm from QC as well.
All right. Boom. We're having a celebration time here, you guys. Super fun to be with you. We will continue to welcome people as they come on in, so you can introduce yourself. But my name is David Trotter, and I am so honored to be with you today. I am in Southern California near Los Angeles, just south of there, and it is 2:02 a.m. But I am willing to get up in the middle of my sleep to hang out with my friend Maine. She's this direction. So, Maine, who are you?
Hi everyone, I'm Maine. I'm the Shio. I'm the founder of the Shio Society, the club for Wonder Woman entrepreneurs, and I'm seeing all the Shios who are here right now. Leah, I can see Leah and Shelly, all from Manila, and yes, hashtag Shio. Happy Women's Month, by the way. Here in the Philippines, we're celebrating Women's Month. Yeah.
All right, so good. Hey, as we're getting started, you may have gotten a link. You did get a link in your email to this workbook, and so I encourage you to get this in front of you because we're going to be filling in some blanks, and there's great information in here. Or you can just pull it up on your screen. Also, if you didn't see it in your email, on the chat window in the upper right, there's a little button that says handouts. You can click on that, and there's a link to download it, or it says no handouts have been shared. I don't understand that because I did, Maine. Oh, workbook.
Oh, there, I
No,
can see it.
I wonder if that's it, though. I'm afraid that's might be the US version, and I don't want to share that. So talk amongst yourselves, okay? Just talk amongst yourselves real quick, because are you talking amongst yourselves?
I hope they got it through the email.
That's okay. I'm going to find it right here, right now. Sorry for the delay, you guys. Just want to make sure that you've got the action. It's coming in hot right now. It's uploading. Okay, so Maine and I are going to share a PowerPoint presentation and just walk you through all kinds of good stuff. Boom. There it is in the handouts. All right, good. So we're going to have a good time. If you know somebody who needs this, tell them, like, jump on. You know, if they probably already signed up. We had lots of people sign up, and some people forget, you know how it is. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen here, and then Maine and I are going to have a super fun time with you guys. Social media in minutes. That's what we're talking about today, friends. Create tasteful and engaging content to grow your business. Maine, who is this presentation? Who is this workshop sponsored by?
Of course, the Shio Society in partnership with Rise of Creatives, and this is presented by Common Ground Work Philippines. So hello to Sam and Errol, if you guys are watching, if you're here, this is it.
We appreciate Common Ground for helping sponsor this event and help spread the word. And in the back of your workbook are details about the 2 free gifts that you'll be receiving for your participation here. And you'll be getting a separate email from Shio Society and a separate email from Common Ground Work, Common Ground Work in Manila with your free day pass. So you'll be watching out for those. All right.
So today, our promise to you, we are promising 2 things. That is, first is to stand out, and the second one is for you to save time and energy on social media, because we all are familiar about that overwhelm. And today, we're going to say hi to all your future clients if you stick around till the end of the webinar.
And that is our request, is that you do stick around to the end for 2 reasons. One, the webinar builds on itself. There are things that we build on in the beginning that, we end up resulting in the end. And so we don't want you to miss 1 or 2 of the steps. Secondly, we are going to share with you a resource at the end of the workshop called Rise of Creatives that we do believe will really significantly help you stand out and save time. And so we have some special bonuses for you at the end as well.
So everyone, Dave and I put in a lot of our energies and intents today for this webinar. So I hope you will be as focused as we are. So we'd appreciate it if you can be focused on this one, because again, you will learn a lot from this webinar today.
And many of you could possibly be asking, am I in the right place? Is this workshop for me? Or did I, show up to something that, is about training my cat how to go in the litter box or something? I don't know. No, this is not what that webinar is about. That's the other link that you got in your email, okay? This is the right place if you say yes to one of 3 reasons. Number 1, you wake up wondering what to post on social media and need a super clear plan of action. Okay, so if you're like this young woman who's waking up next to her hot young man and saying, babe, what do I post on social media today? I don't even understand. I don't even know. And look at him. He's like, honey, I don't know. Like, why are you asking me this question? Okay. If you're that person, all right, this presentation is for you. All right. You are in need of a super clear plan of action.
And number two, if you're overwhelmed already, like I can feel it, I can feel all the migraine coming, creating these professional images and graphics, but you don't have a lot of resources to actually invest on a freelancers every month.
Or number three, you don't have a problem with one or two, but you're just ready. You're ready to start showing up consistently, standing out and growing your business on social media. Like you are fired up and you're ready. So if you said yes to one, two, or three, you're in the right place. So I want to hear which one is it. Let me know in the chat window. Is it one, two, or three? Ovi says I can relate to all three. You, number one, you wake up wondering what to post on social media and need a super clear plan of action. Number two, you're overwhelmed with creating professional images and graphics, but don't have thousands to spend on photographer or designer every month. Or number three, you're ready to start showing up consistently, standing out and growing your business on social media. Which one is it? We've got Sheila saying yes to all three, Tiffany all three, Raina all three, Winona three, Alyssa all. Yes, you are, Natasha. I'm part of the all three club. I love it. I love it. That's good. I know that Maine and I feel these at different points in time, but our goal for you is that you would, by the end of this presentation, not feeling one or two at least, right? We want you to feel number three.
So no matter what number you choose, either one, two, or three, or if you're part of the all three club, we're here to fully support you, to embrace you, and to celebrate you.
Now, Maine, we're hanging out in this living room together with 150 of our closest friends. Which chair are you going to sit in? What are you going to sit in?
Now I'm actually sitting on the gray chair, so I'm taking that seat over there so I can stretch out my short legs a bit.
You're on the gray couch. Okay, I'm going to toss all the pillows off of one of those chairs because I don't know why people put that many pillows on there. And then we'll let our guests take the other spaces. As we're gathering in this room, all right, we are here to support you. Now, just disregard the fact that we're in a total stranger's living room because Maine and I don't know whose house this is. All right. If they come in the front door, head toward the back. All right. Hey, I do want to ask you a very serious question, though. We'll be having fun throughout this presentation, and a couple of you have asked, will there be an audio recording? It's actually will be a video recording that you'll get at the end of the presentation if you want to watch it or if you missed part of it. But the serious question is, what limiting beliefs do you have around social media? So a limiting belief is a subconscious thought that is preventing you from taking some sort of action. So a limiting belief in your life is preventing you from being all that you can be, embracing your true identity, embracing your superpowers, actually moving forward with your hopes and dreams. But when you have a limiting belief around social media, it's actually preventing you from harnessing the full power of social media. Now, we don't have to use social media, but we're choosing to use social media as business owners and entrepreneurs because we know that it literally is the town square of our world. It's where everyone comes to gather. It's where we get to connect with people. Now, there are some very common limiting beliefs that I hear from my business consulting clients that I work with directly. And I want to walk you through a few of these and let me know if a few of these you might relate to these. First is, I don't know what to post. All right. How many of you believe that? You have that belief inside of your mind. Now, when you say, I don't know what to post, let me ask you this. Does it generate creative thoughts? Maine, when you say, gosh, I don't know what to post, does that make your mind go, boom, 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 creative thoughts? No, it makes you go, like it makes you depressed and ho-hum. Yeah. You're not going to think more creatively. And so the more we think a limiting belief, like I don't know what to post, you're actually going to continue to believe that. And that's going to play out in your life. The second is, I don't have thousands to invest. I don't have thousands to invest in a freelancer to do like create images or write content. I don't have thousands to invest in in an agency. I don't have thousands to invest in a Facebook or Instagram ads. Well, that's going to hold you back if you have that limiting belief. I'm not as blank as other people. I'm not as blank. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you see that blank? Right when I said that, I'm not as blank as other people. Somebody says creative. Yep, look at that. Creative, 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 creative. Great. Yeah. For me, the first thing that comes to mind is I'm not as hot and sexy as all those other people. I mean, man, all those people on social media looking all hot in their bikinis and like, I'm like a dad. I'm like I've got a 21-year-old daughter and an 18-year-old son, and like I'm not as hot and sexy as them. What that's gonna hold me back, right? Brave and confident, talented writing, funny, witty, famous, communicative. Oh, great answers. Yeah. That's a limiting belief when we believe these things about ourselves. I won't be able to stand out. There's so much noise. I can't beat the algorithm. Okay, so many of you are familiar with this word algorithm. You know that when you post something on social media, not all of your followers will see it. Why? Because the algorithm throttles your content and holds it back from all of your followers. It will show it to a follower based on a numerical algorithm that indicates if your follower really wants to see it. The entire purpose of a social media platform is to keep followers on the platform for as long as possible. That's their whole intent, so that they can get more money from ad dollars. All right. So what they do is they say, Maine, I see you just posted this piece of content. How relevant is it to all of your followers? Well, it's more relevant to this person, less relevant to this person, less relevant, more relevant. And it will only show that content to the followers who it believes it is relevant to. So some of us feel like I can't beat the algorithm. And then it takes so long. It takes so long to create. You say that, and it's going to cause you to procrastinate. So in my language, I prefer to call these things lies, because we believe lies about ourselves, about social media, about other people, and it holds us back. And we need to replace these lies with truths. Yeah. And so each one, I don't know what to post. That's a lie. The truth is, I can make a clear-cut plan. Every single one of you can make a clear-cut plan that will help you know what to post. That is the truth. And when you replace that lie with the truth, I can make a clear-cut plan, all of a sudden creative ideas have the possibility of entering your mind. Secondly, the lie is I don't have thousands to invest. Well, the truth is I can find affordable solutions. Yes, you can find affordable solutions. We don't all have thousands to invest in social media, but you can find affordable solutions. The lie is I'm not blank enough. Come on now. A lot of you said that. I am enough. That's the truth. I am enough. I am whole and complete. You hang out with me long enough, you're going to hear that. Why do I believe you're whole and complete? Is because I believe that God or the divine source created you, and that because of that fact, you're already whole. You don't need to do or be anything else to be loved or enough. You are enough already. Are you always growing and learning? Of course. But your identity is one who is enough. All right. The lie is I won't be able to stand out. The truth is I'm attractive and unique. Yes, you are. Every one of you are attractive and unique in your own way. I want to do a little something here, okay? If you watch the chat box, you're going to see me type something. David is, what is it going to say? David is attractive and unique. Yes. And I don't say that because I look like, I don't know, whoever you think the hottest guy is a bad fit. I want you to type in the chat window right now, your name is attractive and unique. Go ahead, Maine. Go ahead. I want to see you do it. I'm going to take a little drink break here. Every one of you.
And unique.
Natasha is attractive and unique. Trisha, Nicole, Maine, have you typed yours in yet?
Yes, here you go.
Okay. Look at that. Yes, all of you are.
Manifesting.
You are attractive and unique. Every one of you are. And so if you are attractive and unique, that means that your ideal client is going to find you attractive and unique and want to see you, and you're going to stand out to them. All right. The lie is I can't beat the algorithm. The truth is I can reach my future clients and customers. Yes, you can, because you can actually use the algorithm to your advantage. And the lie is it takes so long. Well, the truth is I can learn how to save time. Every single one of us can learn how to do that. All right. Now, you may be asking, who the heck is this guy, David Trotter, getting up at 2 a.m. to talk to us? Who is this super smart woman named Main Uy who is joining with him and teaching us all this exciting information? We want to make sure that you know a little bit more about us so that you know why we're presenting this workshop.
So everyone, if you don't know yet, you haven't listened to my interview with David, I actually told him about this. I've actually been in the industry since 2013, so I immediately jumped to the entrepreneurship immediately upon graduation. And this has been my third business already. So the first two businesses all about social media. In fact, when social media isn't a thing, when Instagram isn't a thing, I was already at the forefront trying to convince a lot of clients to avail my services. But then, alas, of course, I'm young and naive. And now with the SHEO Society, I continue my pursuits to actually help modern woman entrepreneurs to build authentic experiences through businesses all on their own. These authentic experiences should transcend from ideas to finish. So again, my name is Maine. I am the founder of the SHEO Society.
And as Maine mentioned, I interviewed her on the Inspiration Rising podcast. You can find that at insporising.com/Maine Uy. And it's a great interview. So Maine, I am super honored to be able to become your friend and work with you all the way across the world. Super fun.
Yes.
And my name is David Trotter. As you heard, I'm the founder of the Rise Up Business Academy and Rise Up Creatives, and also the host of the Inspiration Rising podcast. I was actually a pastor for over 10 years, planting churches here in the United States. About 12 years ago, I transitioned out of that and opened a marketing agency, and have done that for the last 12 years, including producing and directing 4 feature films on social justice issues. And I've opened up a couple of other businesses, including a plush toy robot business where we manufactured in China. I've opened up a furniture store here in the United States, all types of different things. But the last 2 years, I found myself really wanting to pour into other people, especially female business owners and entrepreneurs. And that's why I started Inspiration Rising. We have over 180 episodes featuring female business owners and entrepreneurs. And you can actually find my story of why I like to help female entrepreneurs on our podcast at insporising.com/why women. So my focus is I help business owners rise above their biggest business barriers to reach their greatest goals, all without that paralyzing overwhelm, feeling all alone, or wondering what the heck to do next. And I love doing that. So that's why we are here today. Now, I want to ask you for a moment if you could imagine something, all right, in your mind's eye. And I want you, as you imagine this, to tap into the feeling that it creates in your heart. And I want to see that feeling in the chat window, all right? So the first thing that I want you to imagine is that your posts are standing out, that as your followers are scrolling through their Instagram feed or on Facebook, or they're checking it out on Pinterest or LinkedIn, whatever it might be, that boom, your posts are just standing out to them. It's like there's this halo of light around it, and they're like, whoa, I want to check out what this is. There's something unique about it. There's something attractive. How would that make you feel if your followers were drawn to your post? I want to hear in the chat window how that would make you feel. The second is, I want you to imagine that your followers are engaging, that not only are they seeing like this halo of light around it, like boom, like standing out, but they're liking, they're commenting, they are sharing your post, they're saving your post, they're really engaging. How would that make you feel if you saw that happening? And then the third, I want you to imagine that the algorithm is actually working for you, because we know that when someone interacts with your post, if they like it, comment, share it, or save it, that means that the algorithm is going to show your followers more of whatever it is that you're posting. So now the algorithm's not working against you, it's working for you. So Alyssa, it would make me feel great and proud of myself. Diane, this would feel so fulfilling considering the hard work that you put into the concept, from conceptualization to execution. So many big words, man. I feel butterflies in my stomach. Yeah. Those are all the feelings that we want you to have when you are putting excuse me, when you are putting out this incredible content into the world?
So, what makes people on social media successful? So, I just want to say to everyone watching, creating content, there should be joy in it. And, these people who are successful on social media, the first one, of course, is that they stand out from the crowd. This is because you can feel the energy. Like, they're not trying too hard, it's just coming from their heart. And that's why it stands out from the crowd. Number two, is they post consistently. So I told this before, it's not just about, consistent in time, but also consistent in energy and intent. So it's something that you will feel like it's such a delight to even be looking at their feed, to even be consuming all their content. And the third one, of course, social media isn't just about, of course, we have all business here and we want to have sales, yes, at the end of the day. But, the deeper meaning of, doing content on social media is to find that meaningful connections. That is for me, at least here at the Shio Society. That's how I got connected to David. That's how I got connected to the Shio, is that I'm looking for something deeper than that. That is to we have this genuine and meaningful connections with my audience.
So as we're talking about social media, I want to make sure that we're all on the same page on why we are using social media, because we could be using all sorts of other forms of engagement. We could be putting out flyers, which some of you might be. We could be handing out business cards. We could be taking out radio advertisements or TV advertisements or banner ads on websites. People, still do that, right? All the clickable banner links. You can put up billboards. But the reason why we are posting on social media is this. You want your ideal client to know, like, and trust you. That is the goal. We want them to know, like, and trust you. Why? Because they will be more likely to want your services. They will be more likely to want your product if they feel like they know something about you, right? And that they actually like you. Who wants to buy from something or hire someone that you don't really like? You're just kind of like, well, yeah, you do a really great job at whatever it is that you're offering, but I don't really want to, you're not a great person. I don't like you. No, you want to like that person and you want to be able to trust them. Why? Not because you're wanting to sell something, not because you're wanting to pull money out of their pocket. No. I know that you got into whatever business that you got into because you want to serve them. You want to serve them with your solution. Okay, you are offering them some sort of transformational result. Even if you are offering them scarves that you're selling, like some of you that emailed me back and said, I'm selling scarves, or food that you're creating, or if you're a coach, you have a solution to their problem, to their pain point, or their desire, right? That's the reason why we're posting on social media. So we have 3 steps that are very important, and they happen to go right along with the 3 reasons why people are successful on social media. The reason why we align these steps to that is because we want you to be successful on social media. So, Maine, help us out with step number 1.
Let's go. Let's do this, Dave. The first step, of course, is to create an authentic brand. And for me, I feel like this is where we are specializing in, and that's why we're sharing this today, is that your brand should resonate first by telling your story bravely and authentically.
Now, I want to make sure also that you guys have your workbook with you, because the next, the slides that we're going to be showing you are in the workbook for you to reference.
So these are the brand guide essentials that I'm sharing to you today. So the reason why I'm sharing this is because this is the very brand guide that you can actually use to start trademarking your brand in the future. See what I did there? I'm already thinking about long term. So what I'm trying to say is, if you don't have a brand guide yet, now that you have the workbook, I suggest that you go over these brand guide essentials that I've listed down. And these are 6, and I will be going on per element on the next few slides. But allow me to share to you this slide, this brand guide that I have for another brand of mine, which is called Fianea. Here, there you go. Can you see it? I want to see on the chat if you guys can see this this brand guide that I have for my other brand. Yes, I can now. There you go. They're seeing it. So as you can see, this is the very brand guide that I'm using in terms of product design down to content creation. So again, this is the whole system that you can also give to your interior designer in the future. Again, this is like an investment that I'm sharing to you today. Let's get down to each element in the next slide. So the first one, of course, is your brand logo and your why. So why am I say why should you put this? Again, you should be reminded why you created this brand in the first place. Like who is it for? What was the reason why you created? And all the joy in that you created for this intent, you have to put it there. You have to put it into writing. And if you don't have a logo yet, that's fine. But if you already have a logo, put it right beside it, and then make sure to add all the alternate logos. So at least when you open this, once you start creating content, you won't be so confused. The
Okay,
next
so
one.
I just want to make sure I understand this, Maine. You're suggesting that every business owner should have this kind of one
Mhm.
page document called a brand guide. And why do we need that? You just said in front of us while we're creating content. Why do we need that?
Because you want to be consistent. Even if you're working with existing templates and all of that, each brand has a creative DNA. There's a different DNA to it. It can be in the colors and fonts and all of those things. We each has a story to tell. So that's why it's important to have this, to be reminded of it again and again and again
Mhm.
until it becomes embedded in your head. Yeah.
And this reminds me that if these were my brand colors, not to use some sort of crazy orange just because
No.
I had an orange for lunch or something, right? Like we
Yes.
want to avoid that.
Yes. Okay, so the second one, of course, are your brand values. Oftentimes people forget about the values. I don't know why, but this is something that you should put again and again, wherever it is on your notebook and your wallet. I don't know where you want to put it, but these brand values serves as your navigator. So sometimes when you're confused what content to put, you can always ask yourself in terms of Fionea, is it elegant? Does it evoke versatility? Does it entice people to be adventurous? So put in your brand values. I would suggest up to 5, but here at the Shio Society we only do 3, so at least it's focused. But go ahead, write down up to 5. Yeah.
And I'm hearing this is not only so we're consistent, but also these are the things that will help us stay focused to stand
Okay.
out from the
Yes.
crowd.
Yes. Exactly. Of course, this one is 3.1, the mood photos. Okay, first let's start with the mood photos. As you can see in this slide, the mood photos that I have, actually, it's all different inspiration. You have an abstract expressionism, another telegram photo, lipstick from a French girl. So I put them together because I wanted to tell a story that Fionea is for the women, by the women. So you have to put the mood photos. It can be from I don't know, like maybe Pinterest or some random books that you found. The idea is to tell your story, to piece them together. And like I can't tell you that story because this is your brand, and you have to put it together all on your own. I don't know where you get the sources, but put them together because the next one that you're producing is the 3.2, which is the tone and mood. So you can see from the mood photos, now it became your brand personality. How I'm trying to tell you with the mood photos, it's a bit sexy, very French, dangerous, French lover type of thing. So that's what I wanted to evoke in my brand Fionea. I wanted to have that, the dangerous lady that is gonna be there for one summer and then she's gonna disappear afterwards.
Mm.
It's like a summer fling. It's like a travel fling. So as you can see, that became the tone and mood of my brand. Then next, from the mood photos goes your color palette. So I've listed down, I think these are 6 color palettes. So you can see there's like a bold accent, a neutral color, a neutral dark color. If it helps you, you can also open the color wheel. So at least if you don't just randomly pick something, there's an art to it, and I've included that to the workbook so that you can create something that is very very like harmonized. It's not just random colors that are clashing. There's harmony to it. And the fifth one are your font pairings. This one, font pairing. For some brands, it could work. With the Shio Society, how I did it, it's a bit different because I like having fun with fonts. So, but then again, the golden rule, of course, is to have at least 2 font pairings. And if you want 3, go ahead, just experiment. But the idea of having a font pairing here, you can see it all the time, is that to have that brand consistency, that strong recognition and recall to your posts. And as you can see, I didn't put any imagery and pattern here because V&A is a fashion brand. So I wanted very editorial. But for some brands, imagery and pattern, they always have this because they want some sort of consistency and cohesiveness. That continuity that you can see. Sometimes you have this flowers on top or what. Um, this as the imagery adds to the overall brand equity, the overall look of your brand.
So here it all comes in with the application. Break that down for us, Maine.
Yeah, so this is the application. So as you can see, as I've said, this brand guide, it's not just about content creation, but of course for today, it's social media in minutes. It's going to help you on the content creation. But you can also apply, if you can look to the left, that's our website design from before. So as you can see, even the way I produce the photos, it's quite, there's that feeling of dangerous lady, French lady there. So what we want is to have that, to tell that story, to bring out that authentic story that you created. I can help you bring that out. But you have to be brave enough to tell that story authentically.
Mm-hmm. And one of the things that I want to draw to your guys' attention is that Maine with the CEO Society has a tell-all design program where it's an 8-week program where she will take you through and help you create kind of an in-depth brand guide, but also just your entire brand. And you'll be hearing more about that in follow-up emails that she'll send you. So she is an expert in this area. So thank you so much, Maine. Okay, so step number 1 is we want you to create that, right? That unique brand, that standout, that's something that's going to stand out from the crowd. Step number 2 is make a plan. All right. If you don't have a plan for your social media, you're going to be left wondering what to post and often posting inconsistently. Because if you don't have a plan, you're going to be waking up like that gal in bed going, what do I post? I don't know. I feel stressed. And then you're going to post something about your dog. And then the next day, your breakfast. And then, like it's just going to be random rather than having a plan. So I want to draw to your attention this social media calendar. It's in your workbook. Okay. We gave you the first page, the first week of the March social media planning calendar from within Rise Up Creatives. Each month, we provide our members with a PDF version of the calendar and also a Google Sheet version of the calendar so you can type right in it. You'll notice on the calendar that you have, whether you're looking at the PDF or on the screen, for each day, there are several boxes. The first box indicates what's the image and caption that you're going to be posting that day. All right, you can write the image, a description of the image, or actually the description file name, and then some ideas or bullet points for the caption. You see that there are 7 categories, which I'll go over in just a moment, and then an option for you to describe perhaps a story, reel, or TikTok that you might want to create for that day. All right. Now, imagine if you woke up and you had all 31 days, maybe you're not posting on the weekend, depends on your brand. If you had the entire month pre-planned, like how would that feel? Like you'd wake up feeling like, whoa, I've got my act together. Like I know exactly what to post today. There's no question, there's no concern. I can go right to my calendar and I know what to post. That's going to create a sense of relief for you. And that is the first really secret to being able to create beautiful, engaging content in just 5 minutes a day. All right, so now let's talk about these categories. These are the top 7 categories that every personal brand uses to increase know, like, and trust. Now, these 7 categories are generally for, as I mentioned, personal brands. If you own a brick and mortar store or something that doesn't have a personality behind it, you may have less of a use for my life. But these categories are extremely useful for any person that is running a brand, like you are a face behind it. All right. The first category is my life. I mean, if you are helping me increase know, like, and trust in you, I want to know something about your life. I want you to post something about your dog. I want to see post about your makeup routine or your favorite makeup, or I want to hear, because I know you're into makeup, I want to hear something about your favorite jewelry or your vacation or something. Why? Because have you ever been following some sort of influencer or coach or something of that nature, and they're talking about their product or service, and then they post a picture of themselves on vacation or them with their family, and then all of a sudden you get this like warm feeling in your heart, like, ah, I kind of know them more. Like I feel like that's cool. Like I know a little bit more about their life. That's the reason why it's a very important category. Number two, my why. Why did you get into the business that you're in? When people know that, they want to be on your team because people are drawn to powerful stories. So if you have a reason why you started this food business is because you grew up cooking with your grandmother or your mother, and then that inspired you to want to cook or create the same types of amazing meals for other people. That makes me more interested in hiring you or purchasing your products or services, right? Knowing your why. Number three, behind the scenes. Show me something that's going on behind the scenes in your business. If you're a podcaster, I want to see your podcasting space, like not just from like the computer screen view, but another angle. I want to see something that's going on behind the scenes so I feel like I'm there with you. If you meet with clients, I want to have a picture of you with a client. If you make something, if you make clothing, I want to see you making the clothing. Not just in your stories, but also in a post. Like I want to see it on your feed. Yeah, it makes me feel like I'm part of the journey with you. Then number four, inspirational. Okay, I want to hear something that's inspiring to you. It could be a quote. It could be something that you saw in a movie, something you read in a book, something that if it inspires you, it's probably going to inspire me. And I want to hear about it from you. Number five, life and business learnings. So life and business learnings, this tells me that you don't have it all together. You're modeling that you're a lifelong learner. So if you are telling me about something you're learning in your life or your business, I feel like I can more relate to you because sometimes we present such a like all the things in my life, all the things in my business are perfect. That's what we put out to the world. But when we share something that we're learning, it's like, oh, like you're a real person like me who's learning things. Once again, that helps me know, like, and trust you. And then number six, product and service. Well, this is the first thing that most of us start posting about on social media when we start a product or, a business. It's like, well, here's my product, here's my service, here's what you can buy from me. Check it all out. It's amazing. Okay, well, that's only one of the seven. Because if we only post about our product or service, we're not increasing know, like, and trust. We're simply trying to ram our product or service down somebody's throat, right? And nobody wants that. We want to buy from people that we can trust. And then number seven, benefits to you. Like not to you, the business owner, but to your ideal client. You want to share with them the benefits of working with you or buying your product or service, because that's going to be ultimately what's engaging. Most of the time, people don't buy a product or service. They're buying a result, all right? They have a pain point, they have a problem, or they have a desire. And you are providing them with a transformational result in their life in some way, and that's what they're buying, an emotional result. It comes in the form of your solution, all right, but they're buying the result. So these are the seven things that you can utilize, seven categories, I should say, to increase know, like, and trust. Now you'll notice on the calendar, there's a checkbox to indicate what that day is more focused on. So now you go, well, how do I actually prepare for the entire month? And here's the process. All right. It's a drink break. Go ahead. I just need a little bit. Go ahead.
What if you've been posting every day? There's no client coming.
Okay. Justine, great question. And we can get to this in an offline conversation, but most likely it's because you are not going out and connecting with them. If you are just posting on social media and assuming that people are going to come to you, that's like sitting in that living room that we just showed you and yelling, hey, I've got a great product or service. Hey, anybody. And nobody can even hear you because you're just standing inside your own living room. You've got to get out places and connecting with people. You've got to be appearing over podcasts. On podcasts, you've got to be going and liking and sharing and commenting on other people's posts in social media. You've got to be connecting in the real world. Those are all ways. Otherwise, you're simply standing in a living room yelling out to the world. All right? Now, how to plan your month in advance. The first step, when you have an entire month calendar in front of you, the first step is to select holidays that you want to leverage. Why? Because we already know what those holidays are. Now, I know that I think the International Women's Day, is it March 8th? Am I wrong? Is it March 8th? Okay.
7 or 8, yeah.
7th or 8th. Okay, so you would carve out that day if you want to leverage that holiday to help your business, right? So anytime here in the United States, we have this holiday on March 17th, I believe, called St. Patrick's Day, right? And it's all about the Irish and all this stuff with little leprechauns and four-leaf clovers and all this stuff. So you could post about any holiday, but you always want to tie it back into your business, all right? You want to somehow link it to your business to increase know, like, and trust, all right? But you already know what the holidays are, so you set aside those first. The second thing you want to do is you want to indicate what are launch promo days. These are days that you want to promote some sort of launch. Now, the launch may not be a product or service. It may be a lead magnet or a freebie that you want to offer, a new PDF that's going up on your website that people can opt into, and you can get their email address in exchange for that PDF, or a video or an audio. You know those days that you're going to launch that, you set that aside, and that's going to be probably a product or service day. Even though you're not selling it, that's what you're promoting. Now, you also might have appeared on a podcast and you know it's coming out on a certain day, so you're reserving that day to promote about that. All right, step 3 is to denote days leading up to launch promos. So if you have a new lead magnet, some sort of, like, let's just say a checklist PDF that's going to come out on a Thursday about branding, perhaps, you're going to want to be talking about branding on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Monday, maybe it's an inspirational quote about branding. And on Monday, you might say, hey, P.S., would you like to learn more about branding? If so, stay tuned for Thursday. I'm going to give you a special offer. All right. Tuesday, maybe you are posting maybe it's a life or business learning about branding. All right. And then Wednesday, maybe it's behind the scenes on how you created your own brand. Why are you doing that? You're leading up to the launch promo on Thursday. And every day you're kind of going, hey, by the way, something special is coming on Thursday. All right. So first day, set aside the holidays. First step is set aside the holidays. Second step, launch promo days, and then the days leading up to the launch promo days. So now your calendar is actually starting to fill out. So then finally, you choose remaining categories to fill in. Those remaining categories would most likely be my life or my why or inspirational. Okay, you're going to put more of the product or service or benefits to you on the launch promo days. All right. So you start to spread those out because you don't want your entire week to just be product, service, product, service, product, service, right? You see how that's not going to be helpful to your business. You're wanting to have all 7 spread out over the course of the month so that you're increasing know, like, and trust. All right. If that makes sense, give me a thumbs up or a 1 in the chat window. All right.
I'm gonna have them answering their questions as well. So.
Yes. Question was, which days do you recommend? Will there be a replay of this session, Alessandro? Yes, there will. You'll be emailed that. Which days do you recommend? Is that what? Certain days. Certain content be posted on certain days. No, absolutely not. I mean, you probably don't want to launch. I would say you don't want to launch a promo like a product on a Saturday or Sunday because people are out doing all sorts of other things. I would definitely be launching on probably more of a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. But in terms of the other days, it really doesn't matter. And so it really, like Meg just said, it really just depends on your ideal client and when your ideal client is on social media the most. So you've got to be aware of when they're on social media the most. If your client is in the corporate world, they're going to probably be focused on their corporate job from 8 to 5. And so you don't want to be posting something on social media in the middle of that time, maybe during their lunch break, but you're going to be posting it before their day begins or after. But if that's not your client, and let's say your client is moms, and the moms are not working outside the home, and they are on their phones throughout the day, well, then you know when that's going to be posting. You don't want to post that toward bedtime when they're trying to get the kids to bed, right? Or on, right? You wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Romella says, I can't connect to see or hear the video, but I can read the chat. That's probably because maybe your internet browser probably is not working with this, but our apologies for that. But there definitely will be a recording and you'll be sent that. Okay, next up, step 3, So step one, you got to get a standout brand. That Maine helped us with that. Step two is make a plan. And then step three is make it easy to connect. We always want to make it easy for people to connect with your brand. All right. So I want to teach you the Triple S method to writing a connecting caption. Yeah. So we want you to be able to connect with people. Now, step one, stop the scroll. This is the first F. When people are scrolling by, you've only got, especially on Instagram, even on Facebook, a few lines there. You want that very first line to be a scroll stopping question or statement. We want something to stand out and stop the scroll. Number two, serve with insights. So the body of your caption, we want it to serve your ideal clients with some sort of insights. We want it to be educational. We want it to be transformational. We want them to feel something, or we want it to be entertaining. Yeah, educational, transformational, or entertaining. One of those three ways that there are insights that you're sharing in the body of your caption. And then the third S is we want it to spark a conversation, that we want it to engage them so that they're actually responding and they're not just continuing to scroll by. So stop the scroll, serve with insights, and spark a conversation. Okay, Triple S method. I want to demonstrate this to you. All right. I want to demonstrate this by using an image. This is an image that we provided in the March edition or March release of Rise Up Creatives. Every month within Rise Up Creatives, we release 31 lifestyle images with multiple angles and 31 customizable caption templates. So this is one of the images from our 31 of selection from the month of March, and those change every single month of the year. And this is a selection of one of the customizable template captions. So the stop the scroll part of the caption says to live is so much more than simply remaining alive. It's like it kind of makes you stop and kind of go, oh yeah, it's not just to live. Like it's not just about remaining alive. There's something more. So Eleanor Roosevelt writes, the purpose of life is to live it, to taste experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for newer and richer experience. So that makes you kind of like you stop to think. The second part of the caption, which is to serve them with insights, where we provide our subscribers with an opportunity to kind of fill in the blank and modify it. How am I tasting each experience to the utmost? As she says, so I'm referencing the quote, recently and then we have some suggestions just to get your mind going. Took a walk in the park, enjoyed a boat ride, held my precious newborn, cooked a scrumptious meal. And I took an extra moment too, right? And you see some other options there. I started to think, what if every moment could be lived like this? What if I could be present to the magic and wonder of the moment? How would that make my life even richer? All right. So what we're doing here is we're causing our ideal client to be thinking, right? We're causing them to be transformed by this caption to help them think about their life. Now, you could also not just be talking about your life, you could be talking about your business. It doesn't matter what you're talking about. This caption can be modified for whatever type of brand or business you have in order to fit your needs. You can use as little of it or as much of it as you would like. Step one, stop the scroll. Step two, serve with insights. And the third part of every single caption you should ever write is to spark a conversation. So the last part of the caption says, and what if I could plan new and rich experiences in my life? Ooh, if you could reach out eagerly and without fear, right? I'm referencing the quote above. What new experience would you want to have this week? Parentheses, I'll go first in the comments. So now I'm not just asking a question and hoping somebody will answer. I'm actually going to go first in the comments. And so people are most likely going to open up the comments and want to read whatever it is I have written. Now, I recognize this is a little bit longer caption, but the entire point of a longer caption is to pull people in to increase know, like, and trust, right? That they're wanting to know more about you. As I mentioned, this is one of the images and one of the customizable captions that we offer in the March edition, March release of Rise Up Creatives. Now, I want you to recognize that customizable caption templates are a quick and effective way to know what to say, how to say it, and how to increase engagement. If you've never thought about using a customizable caption template, I want to make that an option for you. All right. You may think, well, I don't want my stuff looking the same as everybody else's. It won't. There are literally billions of people online. What are the chances of Maine's caption being near yours? Slim and none. There are just millions and millions of people in Southeast Asia and around the world. The likelihood is very slim. And you modify it to fit your brand and your business. Now, a second way that you can increase connection is not only through the Triple S method of a connecting caption, but also through engaging stories on Instagram and on Facebook, and even LinkedIn and YouTube is starting to have stories as well. On Instagram specifically, by adding a quiz, question, poll, or emoji slider sticker, you are asking people to engage with you. And we are not trying to promote a spray and pray method of social media. You know what that is, right? You just spray content out there every day and you just pray to God that somebody's going to see it and like want to work with you. No. We want to be very deliberate so that we want to give people ways to engage with you. So when they leave a comment on your post, you comment back to them. You're developing a relationship with them. And when they engage with your quiz, question, poll, or emoji slider, that you maybe even send them a DM to develop rapport and connection, not to try to sell them something in the DMs, but to develop know, like, and trust so that you can serve them at some point in time with your solution. Now, not only in the Rise Up Creatives do we offer 31 lifestyle images and 31 customizable captions every single month, but we also have a graphic design studio with hundreds of templates similar to Canva, but ours are generated primarily for a female entrepreneur and her businesses. Here are just some examples of story templates that can be modified completely based on color and content. And these are all methods that you can use to circle, type, and then add the blank one right into your stories and ask people to share it and tag it and post you, so that what happens? The algorithm recognizes that they love your content and they're interacting with you, and that they will see more of your content. All right. And that ultimately you'll be able to develop a relationship with them in the DMs. All right.
These are fully customizable, right? So it's
100% customizable. Yep.
Yeah. So
I mean,
this is
we can't see your face, I mean. So what are some DM examples that build connection without being salesy? Great question, Joan. Hey, I noticed that you filled out my beauty holy grails. I love the primer that you chose. That's my second favorite. That's so great. Where do you normally buy it from? Somebody circled this or that, right? Or they did an emoji slider. They did the heart emoji slider on your this or that. And you go, what do you like better, pizza or pasta? Like, you could just ask them that. Like, you're just asking them questions. Like, if you sat down at a coffee shop and you were getting to know somebody, what would you ask them? All right. You wouldn't sit down at a coffee shop and go, hey, Maine, I've got this glass that I'd like to, share with you. Look how awesome the glass is. Here, check it out, Maine. Don't you want to buy it? Don't you want to buy it? No, you wouldn't say that. You'd say, Maine, how's it going? Hey, what do you like to drink? Can I get that for you? Tell me more about your life. What do you like to do? Like, I've just asked them questions based on whatever point of connection it is. All right. So how can you get the results you want? Here is the simple process. Number one, being consistent in posting preferably at least 5 days out of the week, leads to know, like, and trust, that your followers will see your content. They will and want to know more about you, right? Number two, know, like, and trust results in connection and engagement. Why? Because you're using the 3 Triple S method of connecting captions. You're getting people to connect with you, and they're engaging. And then the engagement actually will increase your visibility by the algorithm. So when someone engages with your content, the algorithm is going to show your content to them over and over again. And then lastly, increased visibility helps you grow your business. The more people see you, the more people they have an opportunity for you to serve them. All right. So our question for you is, would you like us? Would you like me? Would you like me to help us? I think I typed that wrong, Maine. What is that? That should be, would you like us to help you? Yeah. Would you like us to help you get these results? What am I doing? I must have typed this at 1:30 in the morning. Okay, let's get put. So there are two options that I want to present to you today. All right. The first is option number one. You don't make a social media plan. You keep wondering what to post and feeling overwhelmed by how to get the results that you want. So many of you came into this workshop feeling this. You don't really have a plan. You're wondering what to post. You're overwhelmed. This is option number one. You can continue to feel this way, but I don't think that that's the option you want to choose. Option number two is you commit 100% to getting the help you need to stand out on social media, serve your clients, and ultimately make a positive impact in the world through your product or service that you offer. You want to make a positive impact. All right. Now, if you don't choose option number two, you will by default choose option number one. And I know you don't want to do that. Maine, what do you think people should choose? What do you think?
It's crystal clear. I'm number two. 100%.
Number two, people want to choose number two. Absolutely. So I want to talk to you about a resource that we've created called Rise Up Creatives. Our tagline is to help you create beautiful, engaging social media in just 5 minutes a day. And here's how we help you do that. Rise Up Creatives membership program includes a number of different things. All right. Hold on to your horses. Do you guys say that in the Philippines? Hold on to your horses. Hold your horses. Is that an old person thing? Hold your horses. Yes. Okay. So let's not use that saying, Maine. Get ready. Get fired up. Okay. Here we go. As I mentioned, we provide 31 monthly lifestyle images and 31 monthly customizable captions. So here's an example. I used this image right here on the bottom left in the presentation, but here are 4 more angles of the same image taken by our team of photographers. This is considered one image theme for the month. You get 31 different image themes, lifestyle images that you can use on your feed, your stories, or blog posts, or anywhere else that you want to promote your business. We also provide photo ideas because we recognize that some of our photos may not resonate with your business, and that's okay, because our resource to you is not just photos. There's multiple things that we offer you. Photos may or may not be helpful for you. We give you photo ideas. Then we also name each caption just to kind of make it stand out and helpful for organization. We provide the category for the caption so that you know which one of the categories it's been written for. And we provide you with the actual caption with fill in the blanks. Now, in order to use an image, you simply click on the image. It downloads to your desktop or laptop automatically. You can click download images and it downloads all 5 images in a zip file, or you click copy caption. It copies the caption just as you see it, and you can then paste it in your social media scheduler or right into the social media interface. All right. 31 different customizable captions every single month, and they're written so they work for any business. You are bringing your brand, your business, your story to the table. That's one part of what we provide. We also provide hundreds of templates in our graphic design studio. Many people have described it as being even easier than Canva. This is an example of a square social media image to promote a new blog post. Now, each one of our templates is part of a collection. So, Maine, this image is not the only image that looks like this. There is a whole collection of images that have the same look and feel, and they're all different types of images. There are square images for social media. There are vertical images for stories. This is a 4-page lead magnet specifically for the wedding industry, which is a 4-page PDF that's completely customizable in every single way. Change out the photos, the fonts, the colors, everything. Move around the pages, duplicate the pages. We create 4 different pages so you can duplicate them and create even more pages if you want. Here's the cover for one of our workbooks for a guide about changing your mindset about food. Here is a media kit. So there are images that you can change to promote yourself for podcast or other types of media. So we literally have hundreds of templates, and each one of these templates is part of a collection. That collection looks all similar. So the wedding checklist, that look right there is taken and spread to all the different images in the collection. So you can just come in and utilize the entire collection if you like. 100% drag and drop, and we're adding new templates every single day. We also provide within the graphic design studio over 2 million stock photos through our partnership with Unsplash. We provide a monthly planning calendar, not only as a PDF, but also as a Google Sheet that you can make a copy of and type in within your desktop or laptop. We provide monthly business workshops, 2 per month. One, we provide a social media planning workshop. We actually have one on March 4th at 9 a.m. Philippine time. And what we do during that 1-hour session is work through the entire calendar with you in a Zoom call where you're able to collaborate with other people and get feedback, and we talk through your calendar together. All right. We do that once a month. And then we provide a business workshop, a Rise Up business workshop on business mindset and strategy. Those are only available via Zoom for members only. And then we have a Facebook group, Rise Up Creatives Community, for support and encouragement. Once again, members only. So my question to you, as you look at the amount of content that we are helping you create every month, is how much would it cost you to have high quality content every day of the month? Maine, if I'm looking to hire a freelancer in the Philippines, Malaysia, Thailand, that area, how much was it going to cost me? What do you estimate?
Right. With my experience, it's always between 8 to 10K. So that's the estimate for a freelancer. So that means this person is not full-time to you. Like, you have to wait for that person to be finished.
And they're just creating imagery, not necessarily writing the caption for you.
Exactly.
Okay. And if I wanted to hire a design agency, they're even more money, right?
Exactly. So for a starting entrepreneur, this is kind of heavy, because what you want is to save all your time and energy into something, they say that bootstrap first, and then afterwards, that's when you grow. This is usually the rate for an agency here in the Philippines. This is a starting rate. This is my rate before. Now maybe it's higher.
And one of the challenges, if you're just getting started in your business with working with a freelancer or agency, is the wait time. Like, if you've got something last minute that you want to create, whether it's an image or graphic design or something like that, you might have to wait on them either 24, 48 hours in order to get the work back. The other challenge is that you might have to deal with revisions because there might be a typo, there might be something that you don't like, it's not exactly up to your specifications. And also, as you're starting your own business, there is a need to kind of control what things look like from the very beginning. And so I recognize that that can be overwhelming to lose that control. And so we want to help you save time, not have to deal with revisions because you're doing it yourself quickly through templates and pre-created images and customizable captions, and also that you have total control. So how will Rise Up Creatives help you? All right, if you have access to all of these resources that we talked about, the first way is we want to help you stand out with high quality images and captions, that you are going to be posting something that you know is professional and will truly engage people. The second is that there's no waiting around for somebody else to create it. Like, you can log in and download the image, customize the caption, modify the graphic design template to your needs immediately, no waiting around. And ultimately, we want to help save you money. Way less money than a freelancer or an agency. So as you look at all the things that we're providing through Rise Up Creatives every month, all right, how much is Rise Up Creatives truly worth? Maine, do you think it's worth 10,000 pesos per month?
With all of the inclusions, everything, like, it's hassle-free, it's all there. I think for me, this is worth more than 10,000.
But what if we didn't want to charge 10,000? We said, is it worth 5,000? Well, you've already said it's worth 5,000. What if we lowered the price even to 2,500 per month? And what do I say? I sound like a sales guy now. Hey, check this out. Look at the bottom line is, we are wanting you to recognize a valuable resource. We have priced the resource at $25 per month. And depending on if you're watching from the Philippines, Malaysia, or Thailand, right now, based on the exchange rate, it's around 1,200 pesos, Philippine pesos, per month. And we believe that this is an affordable price for people around the globe. All right. This product was not created with just the United States in mind. I want you to know that. That happens to be where I live, but we want this to be a resource for the entire globe for people that, of course, are utilizing English if they're utilizing these for the captions. Although for the design studio, you can use obviously whatever language would be helpful for your ideal client. If you are ready to sign up for this, I want to point you toward riseupcreatives.com/CEO. You don't have to put the capitals in there. I just put that in there for you to be able to see that easily. riseupcreatives.com/CEO. Now, I want you to hear from a couple of people that are excited about the resource here. Phoebe Ritacchio, she's the CEO of Hello & Co Cinema. It's one of the top wedding cinematography companies in Manila. She says Rise Up Creatives is a game changer. It's taking away the overwhelm and helps me show up and grow on social media consistently. Maine, do you mind putting in the link in the chat window?
I'm doing it now.
Kelsey Chapman, she's the CEO of Radiant Media. She helps people get on podcasts around the globe. Seriously, this is so good, David. Wow. All right. Now, I want to draw to your attention something with the monthly membership so that there is absolutely no risk to you signing up, because some of you are like, I don't know, is this really for me? We want to offer you a 7-day free trial. So when you go to riseupcreatives.com/CEO, you can sign up right now and literally have 7 days to experience 100% access of Rise Up Creatives. Nothing is held back. You can utilize all the photos, all the captions, all the graphic design studio. You experience it all. You can show up to the workshops in the next week, 100% included. All right. If you don't find that it's a good fit for you, you can cancel your subscription and you are not charged a single penny. I want to motivate you, though, to sign up in the next 24 hours to get some bonuses. All right. Remember we talked about hanging in here till the end? It looks about 20 people dropped off. No bonuses for them, Maine. No bonuses for them. All right. The first bonus that we want to offer you, if you sign up for the monthly membership within 24 hours, and these bonuses will be emailed to you once your first payment goes through. All right. Maine, tell us about this bonus.
So the first bonus that we have is the Clarity Module. So as you all know, this Clarity Module always include this whenever a new CEO signs up to us, because the Clarity Module is how you understand yourself, all your influences, everything that inspired you, that tells your story. So this Clarity Module, it's actually a 4 workbook. I guarantee you that afterwards you'll have not just life, not just, influence clarity, but also business clarity, because you understand more of your purpose.
Mm-hmm. And then the second bonus is actually a PDF version of my latest book called Empowered to Rise: The Secret to Embracing Your True Identity, Uncovering Your Superpowers, and Bringing Inspiration to the World. This book is available on Amazon, and my clients are really enjoying it. I'd love to be able to give you a PDF version of that. I'd mail you all a copy, but I mailed one to a business client in the Philippines. It took 4 months to get there from the United States. I was like, oh my gosh. So I'm not mailing you a copy. All right. It's way too expensive. Plus, you probably wouldn't get it. We get you a PDF. So this is, if you sign up in the next 24 hours, you'll get these 2 bonuses after your 7-day free trial. All right. You will also obviously get the 7-day free trial. I want to bring to your attention these brand ambassadors. Here are 8 of our brand ambassadors from around the globe. Women that you're looking at here are from Jamaica, Canada, United States, Puerto Rico. And I'm very proud to have 4 brand ambassadors in the Philippines. Maine Uy, she looks familiar. Look at that woman in that power suit. Whoa. Phoebe Ritacchio, she is a brand ambassador from the Philippines. Justine says, what's the mode of payment? It's debit or credit card. Then Demi Bernice. Anybody heard of Demi Bernice before in the Philippines with Create and Rise Academy? I'm so honored to have Demi as one of our brand ambassadors. You're going to be hearing more from her. And Vivian Begornia, she is with the Fulfilled Women, and she's one of our brand ambassadors as well. I have had all 4 of these women on the Inspiration Rising podcast. Actually, Phoebe's episode comes out in just a couple of days. And so we're very honored to have all 4 of these women putting their name on our product. All right. Now, some of you might be interested in an annual membership to save even more money. Yes, would you be interested in that? I would love to be able to offer you an annual membership for $250 US. This saves you 2 months. This is 2 months free. All right. Now, if you sign up in the next 24 hours, not only will you get 2 months free, and you'll get the 7-day free trial. So you could try this out with a 7-day free trial, the annual membership, and then cancel within the 7 days and not be charged a penny. But if you go ahead and sign up and you pay after the 7th day, you will not only get the 2 bonuses from the monthly membership, but you'll also get these 2 bonuses. The Me Time meditations. These are 21 meditations that I personally wrote and recorded to help you transform your mind, body, and heart. I want you to be in a place of peace, not stress, as you're growing your business. And then the second bonus is a 5-part workshop that I created called Overcoming Corona Whelm. Corona Whelm, that's a word I made up. I thought it was pretty fancy, right? It's all about the fact that we feel overwhelmed by this whole coronavirus, no matter where you are. And I've created a 5-part lesson, 5-part workshop, 5 videos, including a workbook that helps you overcome that and helps you feel at peace. All right, so you get these 2 bonuses as well if you sign up within 24 hours for the annual membership. Now, imagine that you are now not waking up wondering what to post, but you wake up knowing what to post on social media and having a super clear plan of action. And imagine that you're energized by these monthly lifestyle images, by the customizable captions and hundreds of templates via our drag and drop graphic design studio. You're going, wow, I can't wait to post because I'm energized by all this content that I have available to me. And you show up consistently standing out and growing your business on social media. I want you to imagine what that will feel like. And that is our goal with Rise Up Creatives. You guys, $25 US a month, around 1,200 Filipino pesos a month. That is a very, very valuable price for a resource that has so much value. It's so much value. Now, some of you might be saying, I don't know if this is for me and my business. Is this for me? I don't know. You guys, that's why we're offering a 7-day free trial. I will tell you that a 7-day free trial is not available for people that don't attend the workshop. We don't have that on our website for people that just go to our website. The 7-day free trial is only for those who attend the workshop or who signed up. People will get it if they watch the replay, of course. So it's $25 per month or $250 per year. That's in US denominations, obviously. You must enroll within 24 hours to get the bonuses. Of course, you can sign up anytime, but in order to get those bonuses, you have to sign up within 24 hours. All right, so riseupcreatives.com/CEO. Do you mind putting that in the chat as well, Maine? Pop that URL in the chat once again. Now, I know we've gone over by a few minutes here, but what questions do you have? Do you have more questions that you would like to post in the chat that Maine or I could answer? Maine, do you want to take this opportunity just to share from your own experience what you've seen in the back end?
Well, David, it's something that I'm very, very excited because I'm going to be designing a collection soon. So I've started exploring and, like for a beginner entrepreneur, if you don't know Photoshop or anything, your interface actually has all the essential tools to create something from scratch. So if you want something done by you, like you want to explore your creativity, they have that option there. If you avail the full, not just a trial, but the full one, they have the option there. But if you want to opt for the templates, that's where the brand guide is going to happen. It's going to apply because you have to have your colors there, all your fonts and all of that to make it a bit more more on brand to you.
Yeah, I love that. I totally forgot that, Maine. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. Yeah, you can start completely from scratch. Yeah. Joan says, what's the Common Grounds freebie in the handout all about? It's a free day pass. You go there and it's a co-working space, Joan, where you can go and just sit there and use their internet and drink their coffee and drink their water, and it's totally for free. And you'll see that they have beautiful, if you look at the handout with the images here and go to their website, commongroundworkph.com, they have beautiful spaces. There's 3 locations in Metro Manila. And of course, there's locations in Thailand and Malaysia. But the free day pass that we're offering is to any of the locations in Metro Manila. Let's see. Diane says, do you have reliable apps and sites to help out budding business owners with graphic design and content creation? Diane, that's the entire point of what we've been talking about. Yes. RiseUpCreatives.com, Diane, that's what we're talking about. So graphic design, if you're talking about how to create graphic design, like the actual design of it, well, that's one of the reasons why we provided templates, is so that we provide that for you. In terms of the actual graphic design, there are tons of, just go on YouTube and search Graphic Design 101, and you'll find tons of great videos on that and on content creation. I would encourage you, with Rise Up Creatives, we provide these monthly workshops. And so we will be teaching you more and more information about how to create the actual text content. But if YouTube is a great resource, Diane, seriously, you just go there and you can find so many great things and tutorials. What other questions do you guys have about Rise Up Creatives that we might be able to help you with? Once again,
add more on Diane. You remember, like a while ago, Dave mentioned about the 7 categories. That's actually the content pillars that you can start from. After this webinar, you can take out your business journal or whatever pen and paper you have. Just write down everything. Like, what can you think of? What can you share about your life, your inspirations, your products, and all of that. And come up with the feed study. That's how you complete a full feed. Trust me, we did the same thing.
And Diane, that's part of the workshop that we'll be having on March 4th, is we will go through an entire month. Like, how are you going to create your content for that month? Grace said, somebody says, Ovi says, how sign up with a debit card. Debit and credit card is allowed on the website. You can use either one. Grace says, can you give us tips on upselling our product services and products? That's probably something to connect with Main offline. Do you have tips on how to meaningfully engage with commenters on your social media posts? I struggle with sometimes on how to reply. So an easy one would be, thanks so much. Thank you. You could put an emoji, a heart emoji. If they just say great, or if it's a bot, you can just put an emoji on and move on. But if it's somebody that says, I love what you said, you can just say thank you. You can even refer to something else that you've created and say, check out this, like you can drive them to other content that you think might be meaningful. But once again, I'm not sure how to say your name, Shene.
Shane? Does that sound?
Shane. Just be a real person. Like, if somebody said that to you in real life, what would you say back to them? How do you manage to create an engaging content with multiple clients with different categories? What's your strategy to meet your deadlines properly? So that is going to be somebody who's a social media manager. So engaging content with multiple clients with different categories. I'm assuming, if you could clarify that, I'm assuming that's different categories at different types of businesses.
Business, yeah.
Is that right, Maine? What would you say to that?
Yeah, I think that's the one. Like, you have different clientele, like service, product, I don't know. The best way is to have the brand guide ready. Again, go back to that brand guide and ask them again and again who their target market is. And then again, come back to the content pillars that we've shared to you, the 7 things. And then be sure to create content that generates know, like, and trust. That's a very, very effective method.
Mm-hmm. Denerica, the replay will be sent to you right after this webinar is over. All right. And then somebody else posted, what do we get for the free? What do we get with the free month access to the CEO Club? Carol is saying that. Maine, tell us what we get.
I'm so excited because, this March, it's Women's Month. The club is open. So all of our events you're actually invited to, and when you sign up to this webinar alone, next April you're going to be invited again So usually every month we have a club catch up. So where we just check on each other's, like mental health, because we have to check on it like from time and time again. Of course, we do also have like workshops, not just on content, but we also talk about, interesting topic. Like last time we talked about Pinterest and is it really helpful or not. And we also have leisurely workshops, like just for your lifestyle. You can just bring out your wine and, you can just talk about wine all day. That's fine. And of course, a lot of things happens every month, and it differs depending on our theme for the month. Yeah. I hope you can join, Carol. We would love to see you soon.
I love it. All right. Hey, if you guys want to sign up, go ahead and do it now. riseupcreatives.com/CEO. It has been great to be with you guys. And it's been an honor to be on here with you, Maine. And we appreciate you guys. You'll be getting an email with a replay link. You're welcome to check that out. And then Maine will be sending you along information about the CEO Society. So love you guys. Think you're amazing. And I hope you have a great evening. All
Thanks,
right.
everyone. I'll see you
All right.
soon.
All right. Bye-bye.